together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we get full baseball slate here for Sunday to go over. So we're not going to waste too much time here. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to recap what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And for baseball, finished 7-6-1, up 1.24 units. So a nice day yesterday. Back in the positives there. Houston first five was an annoying loss because they hit a home run in the bottom of the fifth inning. Tampa Bay, Detroit, first five under 4 was a winner. Washington, Cincinnati, first five under 5 was a winner because checks notes. Joe Nadon had a perfect game through 5 innings. Kansas City Royals, first 5 money line plus 180 was a winner. Oakland, first 5 plus 125 was a winner. Their team total over 3.5 did not come through, though. Minnesota Twins, I was all over them yesterday, and it paid. First 5 minus a half, winner. Full game minus 1, winner. Team total over 4.5, winner. The Guardians did not. Guardians, first 5, Guardians full game, both losers. The minus 1 for the full game. Milwaukee run line was a loser. A very annoying push for St. Louis and Colorado. First 5 under 5 because they hit a 2-run double in the bottom of the 5th inning to push that. My first 5 full game Dodgers were voided out because I had Brian Yarbrough listed, and they end up putting Michael Grove in as the opener, and then went to Yarbrough, and I did not rebet the first 5 full game money lines. I did rebet the team total over 3.5. They scored 2 in the first 2 innings. They scored 3 in the first 5. That's it. That's all. They lose. They do not get that team total over there, which was annoying. But it is what it is. 7-6-1, up 1.24 minutes. And for the CFL game, it was a good game there. First half under 21.5 was a winner. Full game under 45 was a winner. The frustrating part was that the Montreal Alouettes had 6 points in the first 3 quarters, and their team total over still hit with 18 points in the fourth quarter.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was very frustrating that they did that in the fourth, but it is what it is. Overall finished 2-1 in the CFL, up 0.51 units. 9-7-1, up 1.75 units. August is 35-42-3, down 5.57 units as we look to dig our way out of this hole that we put ourselves into in the beginning of the month, so we can finish in the black for the 3rd straight month later.
Yeah. Yesterday was the exact definition of break even. We went 2-2, 0 units. We won the under in the Cardinals game and the over in the Cubbies game. We lost the Astros run line. We lost on Kansas City. It is what it is. I mean, there was a couple of plays I really liked yesterday. We didn't do anything with it. And you know what? I'd rather have a 0 day than a losing day. So any day that's not in the red is a good day. Kind of a light card. I already have my 4 plays in the WNBA put up for today. I'll call it now. The Liberty are going to win against the Aces today. Anyways, also, if you guys haven't jumped on it, you guys can jump on them. G2, grab the map 2, map 3. They looked fantastic on map 1. Anyways, so recap of yesterday: 2-2, 0. Oh, Nick's completely gone. Fun. I'm going to go and say hi to the chat, and then we'll go from there. Fam, what's up, Markel? Them A's. Did the A's win yesterday? They did 2-1. Wow, Oakland won yesterday. Impressive.
Yep, there we go. The Wi-Fi just went out.
Soon bring them brooms. Sweep, go on, go O's, go. Yes, Orioles today, 100%. Sweden advance and under 2.5. Yeah, USA is a joke. They were 0-4 against the spread in the World Cup. There you go. Suppness, Lex. Lex Locke is the nerfy in the Braves game, I'm guessing. Lex trend number 1. Nats away dogs. Nats money line first 5. Nats money line. Nats versus 2, 3, all plus money. Going for the sweep against the Reds. I don't hate it today.
The Reds are not a good team. I'm glad we're figuring that out.
All right, we get to start off the show with me getting a break.
Yeah, we get this. This is the what do you call it? I believe this is the early game. No, it's a 12:05. It's a 12:05 game.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's get into it here. Let me grab up the line history between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Guardians. We have this line opened up at a 150. It's down to a 139. So an 11-cent line movement towards Chicago. And then we have this line open up at a 9 minus 110. It's now a 9 minus 110. So no line movement on the total, a movement towards the White Sox in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow, see if that represents a move towards Chicago in this one. Let me switch over to today's games. There we go. As we have 82% of the tickets and 86% of the cash is on the Guardians. And the lines move towards the White Sox. And we have 86% of the tickets and 78% of the cash is on the under. Mine hasn't budged. So interesting line movement there. Sounds like the White Sox look to be the play here in this spot. Over to Ballpark Pal in this game. Let's take a look here as we have I can find the stadium. There we go. Progressive Field, third best hitting conditions on the slate, plus 10% runs, plus 3% home runs, plus 15% doubles, triples, plus 3% singles, plus 10% runs overall. Two offenses or two pitchers that not really have too much confidence in. Jesse Scholten's 3.24 ERA, 1.50 whip, 7.02 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%. 1.62 walks per 9, a 3.67 BABIP, a 5.37 FIP, and a 4.27 SIERA. On the flip side, Xavier Curry, 2.13 ERA, 1.26 whip, 7.82 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 4.97 walks per 9, a 2.19 BABIP, a 5.2 for FIP, and a 5.27 SIERA, suggesting some negative regression from him coming. Bullpen advantage goes towards the White Sox, 4.9 FIP, 4.49 FIP, and a 4.30 SIERA compared to 4.77 and 4.73 for the Guardians. Hitting advantage does go towards the Guardians here, 119 WRC plus, which is 6th, and the White Sox are dead last, 30th in this one. And looking at this one, I wanted to back a little bit of the White Sox in the over. I just don't know if I could trust the White Sox offensively to be able to put up runs. Xavier Curry does not give me too much confidence in being able to shut down the Guardian or shut down the White Sox, even though this White Sox team offensively is not very good. I need to take a look here to see how much of these pitchers we're going to get, because I think Jesse Scholten's, he was a bullpen pitcher where his longest was 4 innings. Up until last start, he went 6 innings. And he looked pretty good against the Rangers. Xavier Curry, he's not going to go more than 3 innings in this game. So it's going to be a lot of bullpen here for the Guardians. I kind of like the White Sox in this spot. I kind of like the White Sox in the over here. Let's take a look. You can get the over 9 is minus 110. The line hasn't moved, and all the money is on the under. There's good hitting conditions in this ballpark too. I'm going to move on this over. And I'm going to take plus 120 as well for the White Sox team total over, which I usually don't like backing overs with teams that their Their offensive numbers are terrible, but I think they get to Curry, and I think runs are scored in this game. So I like the over.
Yeah, this is not the same Curry that plays for the Golden State Warriors.
No.
Just wanted to point that one out. No, I'm just busting. This is a complete stay away. If you're interested in putting something on the site for it, go right ahead, have fun. Personally, I want nothing to do with AL Central games. It's a bunch of mediocre teams that beat up on each other, and I don't know which team's going to show up from day to day. So this one's a complete stay away from me. I want nothing to do with it.
Fair.
Back to the Chetnik.
Just tracking my plays real quick, but yeah. Let's take a look.
I'm uploading everything on TikTok and Instagram, which you guys should be following.
Yeah. Betting Orioles run line and money line every day for the rest of the season.
I've been doing that all year, dude. Welcome aboard.
Nats race to 2-3. Nats race to 3. There you go. Both trends using bullpen like over. Yeah. Plus, this gotta be careful. There might be a boxing match coming out on this Chicago-Cleveland game.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, everyone. It's Dallas Keuchel Day. Weirdly thinking about betting him because the line stinks. I'm kind of thinking the same thing. We'll get into it.
I like the over.
Too. Yeah. Under 8.5 and Guardians. All right. So Fernando hates me. All right.
Fernando hates you.
Stay away from the side on Chicago White Sox. Just stay away. Fair. Went to bed thinking I was going to cash with the Dodgers up 3-1 late and woke up to an 8-3 loss. Yeah, it was frustrating. Sup, Mendoza. Sup, Lex. Good morning, guys. Yesterday I had a bad MLB day, but recover on some last-minute UFC. Went 5-0 in UFC bets. Cashed on some baseball bets today. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, boy. R.I.P. Cameron Summer gambling fun. Yikes. Are you related to Justin Steele, the Cubs pitcher?
No.
No, he was acting now with Lex Steele.
Oh, Lex, yeah.
Why haven't I bet the Dodgers the last 2 days? Damn it. The Dodgers lost yesterday. We'll move on. We get the return of Jose Urquidy in this game. The Yankees minus 115, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Between Rodon and Urquidy, line opened up at a pick 'em. The Yankees are up to a minus 118 now. So 13-cent line movement towards New York. Line opened up at an 8.5, minus 130. It's now up to a 9 at minus 125. So it's moved up half a run, and it's moved towards the Yankees. Let's see if the cash flow represents that here. And we have actually 48% of the tickets and 65% of the cash is on the Astros in this game. 52% of the tickets and 79% of the cash is on the over in this game. The lines move towards the over here in this spot. I kind of don't mind the over in this game. Let's get into the ballpark, pal, with Yankee Stadium being only actually minus 3%, plus 6% home runs, but minus 20% doubles, triples, plus 3% singles. We have Carlos Rodon, who has been bad, and we have Jose Urquidy, who hasn't pitched in a while. Last time Urquidy pitched was on April 30th. So he has not pitched in a hot minute. And Rodon, since getting to New York, has been bad. 6.29 ERA, 1.48 whip, 7.4 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 5.92 walks per 9, a 212 BABIP, a 693 FIP, and a 5.87 SIERA. Open advantage does go towards the Yankees here. 3.83 FIP, 3.65 SIERA compared to 6.14 and 4.66. Hitting advantage goes towards the Astros here in this 124 WRC plus, which is 5th, compared to 83, which is 23rd for the Yankees. That lineup's a little bit different, obviously, with number 99 in it. And I like the way that this line's moving up, and I just feel like things correlate here for an over in this spot. So I'm going to grab the over 9 here, Astros and Yankees.
Yeah, we'll start off with a solid one. I always like to, you know that approach. I like to fade pitchers that are making their making a return after a while. And Rodon has not been good this year. I'm on the over as well. The 9 does seem a little high, but I don't mind it. You get Rodon who has had one good start since coming up, and that was against the Mets. Whoop-de-doo. Other than that, he's been allowing runs up 4, 6, 4 in his previous 3 starts besides the Mets game. Rocking a 6.29 ERA. Now, he's probably going to eventually round into shape, but I don't think it's going to happen versus a Houston Astros team. And then Jose Urquidy, I think the last time he pitched was April 30th, so it's been a while. And when he did pitch, he was okay, but not great. I think this one goes over as well. Over the 9. I don't really lean towards the side. It's a pick 'em for a reason. I think it deserves to be a pick 'em.
Sure. Head back to the chat. I'm tracking some plays.
Oh, okay. All the money on Astros, line moving to the Yankees.
Yeah, it's a lean towards the Yankees if I had to get to it, but I don't want to back Rodon.
I wouldn't either. Astros all the way to the bank. Pass. Minus 135. First 5 Yankees. Literally, as I clicked, it goes to 145. Tiss. You have to grab the run, man. Astros. No real opinion towards it. Over. Yes, over. 2 public teams. The book knows something. It's Yankees or pass for me on that line movement. And I'm not bringing up Francisco's next comment because I'm not making our play jinxed. So, there you go. We'll head to the next game, Nick.
Yeah. We'll head to the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox minus 110 pick'em favorites, total of 10 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot between Toronto and Boston. The line opened up actually at minus 147 for the Red Sox. Have they made a pitching change in this game? No, it looks like Bernardino has been the pitcher the whole time. And it's gone down to minus 109. So it's been a massive line movement towards the Blue Jays in this game. The line opened up at a 10.5. It's down to a 10. So it's moved down half a run, and it's moved towards the Blue Jays, suggesting that Bassett pitches well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. Let's see if it represents a move towards the Blue Jays and a move towards the under. And definitely does not represent a move towards the under with 46% of the tickets, 93% of the cash on the over. But 39% of the tickets and 47% of the cash on the Blue Jays kind of makes me like the Blue Jays a little bit in this game. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal. Number 1 hitting conditions on the slate, Fenway Park, plus 16% runs, but minus 8% home runs, plus 30% doubles, triples, plus 9% singles. Let's take a look here at the ballpark, or at the bullpen, or not the bullpen, the pitching matchup here today. I believe Bernardino is only going to go an inning or 2. Bernardino is an opener. I have to look up who the primary guy is going to be, but I don't have any numbers on Bernardino. Chris Bassett, 3.76 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 2.33 walks per 9, a 350 BABIP, but a 3.6 FIP and a 4.07 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Red Sox here. 2.89 FIP, 3.41 SIERA compared to 3.91 and 4.12. Hitting advantage does go towards the Red Sox, 113 WRC plus, which is 11th, compared to the Jays 100, which is 16th. I kind of do like the Jays in this game. Maybe Jays early, or maybe Jays first 5, something along those lines. That's where I'm leaning at the moment. I haven't pulled the trigger quite yet, but I'm probably going to.
Yeah, I like the over in this game. I think it missed yesterday, but
it missed in both games.
Yeah, but you get a bullpen game for Boston, which, if I remember right, didn't they have a bullpen day yesterday as well?
They might have.
So that's 2 straight days of bullpen games. That's definitely not ideal, and you're going up against Chris Bassett, which if this was in Toronto, maybe a little bit of a different story. This one, he has some extreme road home splits. 2.56 ERA at home, 5.63 on the road. So I do think Bassett gets hit today. And on the flip side, I do think the Boston bullpen gives up some runs. I like the over in this game, expecting pitchers not to pitch all that well in this one. Even though, yes, the Toronto Blue Jays have gone under in 9 out of 10. I want to take the over in this game.
I would lean the other way. My numbers kind of show that. Well, the line has also dropped half a run, so
cool,
which is kind of interesting. But I would lean the other way. I kind of like the first 5 under, and I think I like the Jays more. And actually, I just updated my bullpen numbers, which actually give an edge to Toronto last 14 days. I forgot to do that pre-show, but I'm kind of leaning towards a double up on the Jays here, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Jays first 5, Jays full game.
Get it. Back to the chat.
Oh, yeah, let me place my bets real quick.
I know both of us are doing stuff as we're doing the show, Nick. So I know.
Yeah, that's the fun part about doing all this. But yeah, all right, there we go. It's windy outside in the Indiana, Michigan, Ohio area. That's why Progressive Field's one of the better hitting conditions on the slate. Over. Last 2 went under by a half a run. Yeah, it's a tricky look. I would lean first 5 under in that game. Actually, I think Bassett pitches well. Morning went 4-1 yesterday. There you go. Twins money line. Mets and Orioles first 5 over 5.5. Rays, Tigers, Nerfy. Cubs, Braves, Yurfy. And a loser on the Padres first 5 over 4.5. Full game over hit. But Angels team total over. I want nothing to do with the Angels right now. Since the trade deadline, they haven't won a baseball game. So under 10 and the Blue Jays. All right, so we're kind of on the same page there, Fernando, on that game. We move to the Kansas City Royals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies in this one here. The Phillies minus 200 favorites, minus a total of 9.5 in this game. We get good old Zach Greinke taking on Taijuan Walker. And this one here, line opened up at a minus 210. It's down to a minus 200, so a 10-cent line movement towards KC. Line opened up at a 9 even money. It's up to a 9 minus 1, 9.5 even money. It's now a 9.5 minus 110. Movement towards the over, movement towards KC, suggesting maybe Taijuan Walker is vulnerable in this game. Take a look at the market here. We have 27% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the Royals. And we have 74% of the tickets and 60% of the cash is on the over in this game. I kind of like KC a little bit in this spot. I kind of like their team total over. I kind of like their first 5 money line. Let's take a look at the ballpark, pal. 9% runs. They're the Citizens Bank Park is the 4th best hitting conditions on baseball in baseball today. Plus 23% home runs, minus 4% double triples, plus 1% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Zach Greinke, 4.50 ERA, 1 WHIP, 3.21 strikeouts per 9, which is 9%, 1.29 walks per 9, a 205 BABIP, but a 5.77 FIP and a 5.424 SIERA. On the flip side, Walker, 3.86 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 6.56 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 3.86 walks per 9, a 294 BABIP, 421 FIP, and a 5.24 SIERA. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Phillies here. 4.78 FIP, 4.7 SIERA, and on the flip side, 5.91 and 5.23 for the Royals. Hitting advantage does go towards the Royals here. 100 WRC plus, which is 15th, compared to 77, which is 28th. The Phillies are just not hitting righties as of late, and I do think that the Royals can get to Walker in this game. You can probably get a decent price on this team total with the Royals. You can get 3.5 on this one. I like that. I'm going to grab the Royals first 5 money line at plus 146 and the team total over, which is a 3.5 at minus 137 here for the Royals.
Yeah, I know the Royals have been playing well as of late, but it's kind of hard for me to fade Taijuan Walker. And I know that sounds crazy, but when the Phillies are 16-6 in his starts and he's the second most profitable pitcher in baseball, that's kind of tough for me to want to go against. by the way, updated rankings of the top 5 most profitable pitchers. Kramer still in first by a mile. Walker, Brian Bellows, Alex Cobb, and Austin Gomber. So there you go. Those are your top 5 most profitable pitchers in baseball. But 16-6 when he pitches, it's just very tough for me to go against. Am I betting the Phillies? No, because I would have to lay a run line with that, and even that's. I don't think it's that bad of value to go after that. This Phillies team will eventually turn hitting stats around. Their run line's -110, so I'm going to end up staying away from it because if I'm going after a home team on a run line, I want plus money for it, and I'm not getting it. But I'm not fading. As crazy as it sounds, I'm not fading Tajon Walker, the second most profitable pitcher in baseball.
Fair, yeah. His stats allow me to be able to fade him because his advanced numbers.
That's fine. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, and it's road Zach Greinke, which I want nothing to do with. If anything, maybe an over in this one.
Which is why I grabbed the team total over in this game as well.
Oh wow! Did you see how bad his home road splits are, Zach Greinke?
Oh, probably really bad. I don't know how much Zach Greinke carries anymore.
3.57 ERA at home, 7.4 on the road. That's crazy to see that big of a discrepancy, but it makes sense. But that's I'm sticking with the. I would go either over or Philly run line, and Philly run line's a little bit too rich for my blood.
Fair. I'm gonna stick with the Royals here because I expect their bats to be able to get to Walker. Walker, he gets the run support. He's like a Dean Kramer where he gets the run support. He's not a good pitcher though.
Yeah, that's fine. No chat.
Chat.
Move on to the next game.
Oh boy, yay! We get to talk about this one. The New York Mets and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles are -180 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between the New York Mets and the Baltimore Orioles, and this line is continuing to climb. If you like Baltimore, you probably missed your line. You could have gotten a 145 yesterday. It opened up at a 165. The immediately line movement towards the Mets went all the way down to 145. Now it's all the way up to 199. So now the Orioles are up around that -200 range. Line opened up at a 9 -110. It's down to actually a 9 +103. So the line moved towards an under and a massive line move towards the Orioles here in this spot here. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one. See if it represents a move towards the Orioles. 28% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Mets, but 84% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Oriole run line because not many people are laying -200 juice. 29% of the tickets and 54% of the cash is on the under, suggesting maybe a little bit of sharp money here on the under in this game, expecting Bradish to pitch well as expecting Quintana to pitch well. Looking at Ballpark Pal here, Oriole Park +8%, -6% on the home runs, but +15% double triples, +5% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here between Quintana and Bradish. Quintana, 3.57 ERA, 1.30 whip, 5.09 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, 2.55 walks per 9, 310 BABIP, 299 FIP, and a 5.34 CR. On the flip side, Kyle Bradish, 2.73 ERA, 0.91 whip, 7.64 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 1.91 walks per 9, a 216 BABIP, a 3.87 FIP, and a 4.03 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Orioles, 2.9 FIP, 3.30 Sierra compared to 3.94 and 4.23. Hitting advantage towards the Orioles, 117 WRC plus, which is 10th compared to 113th, which is 10th against righties for the Mets. So both these teams 10th against each given arm. This line's moved way too much for me to have any interest in this game. I think if you've liked Baltimore, you've missed your line. You could have gotten them yesterday around that -175, -180 tag at +200. No, thank you. Pass.
I believe you could still get the run line at plus money. Yeah, you could still get the run line at plus money. Still has value to me then. At +114 area, this Mets team sucks. They are now 10 games under 500. And speaking of teams that haven't won since the deadline, there you go. Here's another one. The Mets are 10 games under 500. Kyle Bradish has been fantastic. He is one of the reasons why this Baltimore team is as good as they are, is you're able to get a consistent start out of him one every 5 days. And I'm just full fade of this Mets team. I really don't care at this point. This is an Orioles team that is just on a mission, and I think that they finished off the sweep today. Run line at plus 114. I definitely still think there's value in that. I know you may not see value in it. I still see value because it's still plus money.
Yeah, but you probably could have gotten like plus 130 for that yesterday.
Still, it's still plus money, so there's still value to it. Now, if it went from plus 110 to minus 110, yeah, then you lost your value because all of a sudden you're not getting plus money for it. But because it's still plus money, I still think there's a little bit of value there.
Fair enough. Back to the chat.
All right, we're good with the chat. On to the next.
All right, chat is super lively today.
Love it.
Cincinnati Reds, minus 155 favorites, total of 10.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here between Richardson and Irving. Line opened up actually an 11, and it's down to a 10.5. For the side, up to open up in a minus 150. It's up to a minus 156. So a 6-cent line movement towards Cincy and a half-run line movement towards the under in this game. Kind of interesting there. Let's take a look at the cash flow, see if it represents a line movement towards the Reds and a line movement towards the under. And let's see. It definitely does not represent a line movement towards the under, which makes me really like this under because 50% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the over. The line's gone from an 11 to a 10.5. Very, very interesting there. 77% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the Reds. The line's moved slightly towards the Reds in this one. Definitely no interest in the Reds in this one for me now. Great American Ballpark, second best hitting conditions on the slate, plus 14% runs, plus 23% home runs, minus 1% doubles, triples, plus 7% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, I do not have Richardson in for this one because it was undecided last night. I think this is a bullpen.
This is a major league debut.
Oh, good God. Okay. Lyon Richardson. Let's look him up. Let's see what we're getting into here with Mr. Richardson making his debut, his minor league numbers. He was a second-round draft pick, 47th overall, out of Jansen Beach, Florida High School. He's younger than us, Tim. He was born on January 18th, 2000. This year, he is 0-2. He started 19 games. I'm guessing he's an opener more likely because he started 19 games. He's only pitched 58 innings. So he's not going to go super deep into this game, but he does have a 1.86
which is why he's 0-2.
Yeah, he does have a 1.86 ERA and a 1.10 WHIP, and then 81 strikeouts and 58 innings pitched. This guy strikes out a lot of batters. I kind of want to play the under here in this one here. The lines move towards the under. 99% of the cash is on the over. Let's take a look at real quick. On the other side, we have Jake Irving, which is very hard to trust. 5.19 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, 7.62 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 2.77 walks per nine, a 280 BABIP, a 6.11 FIP, and a 4.68 Sierra. Bullpen advantage actually goes towards the Natties right now. 4.18 FIP, 4.17 Sierra compared to 4.86 and 4.08. These offenses kind of make me like the under a little bit more because both these offenses have been struggling. We have the Washington Nationals 90 WRC plus versus righties, which is 20th the last 30 days, and the Reds 81 WRC plus, which is 26. So if there's ever a good matchup for Jake Irving to get right, it might be this Reds team that is just not hitting right now. And wow, I can't believe this total is this high. I'm getting a 6 for the first 5. A 6. I'm grabbing that. First 5 under 6 for this one for me, minus 120. I like it.
How about a team going for a sweep? Give me the Nationals. The all of a sudden red hot Nationals. I want to, and then you get a Reds team that, yeah, they're a great story, and now they've lost 5 straight games since the trade deadline, including 2 of them by double digits. They just have looked rough, and I want to be going after the Natties in this one. You can get plus like 140 area for them. I wouldn't hate your underlook, and it doesn't seem like a bad double up. The thing is, how much do we trust Jake Irving?
I don't trust Jake Irving, but one thing that did give me a little bit of confidence is that the Reds are just not hitting righties right now. They're 26th in baseball the last 30 days against righties, which gave me the little bit more confidence to go ahead and grab that under, because I think even as bad as Jake Irving's been, he gets a good matchup here.
Okay. I like the Natties in this one.
Yeah, I mean, the Reds do seem very public again, and I gotta say, I'm actually kind of happy to see the Reds starting to slip a little bit here, because I've been saying this for a while that they're not a good baseball team. Even when they were winning all those games and they were making their surge to first place in the Central, I was like, don't buy this team. Do not buy this team. And it's nice to see them fall a little bit.
I guess, but I mean, I kind of enjoyed the story. It was fun to watch for a while.
I think the Cubs win that division.
I have the Cubs to win the division from preseason, so
yeah,
I agree. But still, move on to the next game. Yeah. No chat today. I don't know what's going on.
I wonder if the yeah.
Are we live? Are we still live?
Yeah, I believe so. Chat, is there anybody out there? It says 25 people watching, but we have the Tampa Bay Rays minus 200 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here between Tampa and Detroit. It's Ramirez for Tampa Bay, and it is Manning for Detroit. This line opened up at a minus 180. It's down to a 157. The line's dropped, but it looked like something happened where the line dropped 50 cents. Because this line was a minus 180. It got up to a minus 200. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's dropped to a minus 150. And now it's a minus 157. I don't know what's going on with that line. That's weird. Line opened up at an 8. It's now an 8.5. And the 8, it went up to an 8.5 around the same time it went from a 8 to an 8.5. And it jumped. Something happened in this game. I just don't know what. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. This one with Detroit and KC, 81% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the Rays, 53% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the over in this one here. The line's moved towards the over, and it's moved towards the Tigers. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. That makes a lot of sense now. This was supposed to be Tyler Glass now. And now it's not. I don't know what happened to Glass now. And I don't know why he's not pitching. I got nothing for this game. I don't even know where to go from here with capping this one, because no Glass now. So this one's just a pass for me. Because I would have to readjust.
There has been a shit ton of chat.
Really?
It's not popping up on StreamYard.
Oh.
Because I'm looking, I have the YouTube studio up, and there's got to be at least 30 chats that we missed.
Oh wow! Okay.
And I'll run through them in a minute. This one's gonna be a complete pass for me.
Yeah, because this is the last chat we see is Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I'm gonna refresh StreamYard real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, this is a complete stay away from me. I want nothing to do with it. With the pitching change, makes no. The lines moved crazy. This one's just gonna be a complete stay away from me. So, no real interest in it.
All right. I see all the chat now.
You do? Okay. Then I'll go out. I'll refresh, and then you start just ramming through all the chat now. We're sorry, guys. We didn't see anything.
Yeah, the chat just didn't load for us. The last one we saw was Blue Jays. Last one we saw was Blue Jays. So here we go. On the Philly run line, I'm on the Royals first 5 and team total over. Royals team total over. These guys have been hitting. Yes. Lean Phillies for Fernando and over 9.5. Yo. You got it now?
Yeah, now I see it all. Perfect.
There you go. Had a big night, bet on the Storm and Diaz and Paul to go to the distance. There you go. I like Walker. Yeah, Walker's fine, but I still think that he can get hit. Got a fat new phone and ready for a great WNBA slate. There you go. That CFL game was no doubter under. It was a little bit of a sweat at the end, with the Alouettes putting up 18 points in the fourth quarter. But yeah, the full game, the first half over was easy. Royals really haven't faced Walker in the past. Yeah, O's. Take a shot with the Liberty money line, Fever money line, and Mystic spread, and the under in the Sky King. I haven't even capped the slate yet, so Tim.
Liberty, yes. Fever, no. Mystics, I'm on the under, and the under in the Sky game, sure, but I'm on the Wings. -9.5.
Yeah. Over, or it has to be Orioles run line. Orioles first 5 and the over 9. I don't mind the Orioles right now. Our run line. There we go. Mets for good night Munchie. All right. At least one person's on the Mets. Orioles team total over, maybe. Also in the White Sox, I like race to 5 runs. Neither team. Oh, I have the over, and I have the team total over for the White Sox. So I don't hope that hits. Reds, maybe. Reds ain't hitting. Yeah. They also were steep. Or they also trying to sweep. Go Natties. Yes. Under 10.5. I can see it. Natties Natties plus 135 half a unit. Rays first 5, no line on Caesars. Yeah. Pitching change for Glass now. Not seeing chat. Yeah. I had to refresh the screen.
Yeah.
Can't see our chats. Yeah. We couldn't see the chats. Yeah. Shaking my head. Thoughts on Glass now. Yeah, I thought Glass now it's not. Come on. Glass now is not pitching. Pitching change. Glass now out. That's why. Tigers money line. Detroit and scratched on Caesars. Is that the last chat we see? I want to go into our
something about Ramirez is pitching for. So there you go.
Oh, okay. So I think we are gonna have to keep refreshing because I don't see anything past this.
All right. No, I also have it up on YouTube Studio, so if I needed to, we may not pull them up, but I'll just rattle through them off the YouTube thing.
All right, fair enough.
And it's showing only one person watching. It doesn't even show YouTube.
StreamYard's acting up this morning.
StreamYard's being weird, but I see the stream on YouTube, so we're fine. Anyways, let's keep rolling.
Yeah, Milwaukee Brewers and the Pittsburgh Pirates in this one here. The Brewers minus 200 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. As we get this line opened up at a minus 186 for the Brewers. It's up to a minus 205. Line opened up at an 8.5, minus 105. It's down to an 8, minus 105. Half run line movement towards the under, 19-cent line movement towards Milwaukee. Let's see if the cash flow correlates with those line moves. As we have 87% of the tickets and 91% of the cash on the Brewers, 75% of the tickets, 81% of the cash on the under in this game. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal for this one. See what type of hitting conditions we have in this one, which we have American Family Field minus 6% runs, plus 8% home runs, plus minus 5% doubles, triples, minus 9% singles. The pitching matchup here, Johan Oviedo and the season debut, I believe, of Brandon Woodruff.
Johan
Oviedo. Huh?
Woodruff's back.
Yeah. Oviedo, 3.82 ERA, 1.04 whip, 8.8 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 3.82 walks per 9, a 194 BABIP, but a 4.9 FIP and a 4.40 Sierra. On the flip side, I got nothing for Woodruff.
I will say Woodruff this year has pitched 11 1/3 innings on April 1st and April 7th, allowing 1 earned run, 7 hits, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts, and a .79 ERA.
Nice. For the bullpen advantage, it actually goes towards Pittsburgh here. 3.94 FIP, 3.83 Sierra compared to 5.18 FIP and 3.96 Sierra. Hitting advantage is with the Brewers, 94 WRC plus, which is 19th compared to 86, which is 22nd. I really don't have too much of an interest in this game. I don't know what to expect from Woodruff coming back from this injury, and just a stay off for me. Very simple.
Yeah, I'm not backing Woodruff as a -200 in his first start since April, and I'm not touching the Pittsburgh Pirates. So yeah, no, this is a complete stay away, and it's kind of the same deal for the total, because this game could either be 2-0. Woodruff has a fantastic game, or this game just flies over the total and it's not even close. Like, so I have real no feel on this one because of Woodruff's first start. So this one, yeah, stay away, 100%.
Fair enough. Seeing that you have it up, I'll have you go to the chat because I have other stuff on my phone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Kaywin Bet says Mariners money line will get the broom. I could see that. Thomas Maggio says Brewers run line. Good luck. Good night, Munchie says Pittsburgh Pirates love this pick. Good luck to you. I'm not touching the side. Stop Geo says Marlins nerfy. Alcantara is like 30-7 to the nerfy since last year. Like it. And Fernando once again is on the Brewers. But he loves the Brewers but leans Pirates. So there you go. And that's all the chat. We'll head to the next game, which is going to be a fun one.
Yeah. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Minnesota Twins. -145 for the Diamondbacks, total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. As we have Zach Gallen taking on Dallas Keuchel. Yes, Dallas Keuchel.
Keuchel is back.
Line opened up at a -140 for the Diamondbacks. It's up to a -146. Total opened up at an 8.5 -105. It's an 8.5 -112. So it's moved up towards the over. It's moved towards the Diamondbacks, suggesting that, shocker, Dallas Keuchel gets hit. 62% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks. 79% of the tickets and 69% of the cash is on the over. So the line moves make sense. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal for this one here. Target field plus 3% runs, -5% home runs, but plus 1% doubles, triples, plus 6% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, Zach Gallen, 4.31 ERA, 1.12 WHIP, 8.33 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 1.72 walks per nine, a 277 BABIP, a 4.58 FIP, and a 3.91 SIERA. On the flip side, nothing for Dallas Keuchel. It's his season debut. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Minnesota Twins. 4.15 FIP, 4.05 SIERA compared to 4.76 and 3.82. Hitting advantage, a big one towards the Twins here. 123 WRC plus, which is 5th, compared to 83, which is 22nd for the Diamondbacks. If there's ever a pitcher the Diamondbacks can hit against, though, it's probably Dallas Keuchel.
Yep.
I will be on the over here. It's probably the squarest play on the board. It's probably the most public play on the board. I'm on the over 8.5. I'm not taking a side in this one here because you will not catch me laying a price with the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are one of the 4 teams who haven't won a game since the trade deadline. This Diamondbacks team has fallen off a freaking cliff, and I have no interest in backing them whatsoever. I would lean Twins in this game as a dog, but I'm just going to take the over 8.5.
Boom. There we go. Finally popped up. There it is. Happy freaking Dallas Keuchel Day. And I'm mad. I'm mad at one thing. I cannot find a picture of Dallas Keuchel in a Twins uniform.
Oh, man.
So, unfortunately, I couldn't use him as the picture on here. So I used Mr. Marte. But over 8.5. Happy Dallas Keuchel Day. And not to mention Zach Gallen. I love Zach Gallen. He's phenomenal at home. 1.96 ERA and a 9-1 record at home. 2-4, the 4.93 on the road. I think he gets hit a little bit today, although I would really much prefer Arizona to be scoring most of the runs, because I still have my Zach Gallen Cy Young ticket that I would like to cash. But I really,
on the road, though?
On the road, I can't trust it. So I'm on the over 8.5. Happy freaking Dallas Keuchel Day to you, everybody here, and I'm ready for it.
Something tells me he goes out here and shoves for no good reason.
Shut up. Don't say that. Back to the chat. Victor says, Twins money line. Plus money. Fine. Good night, Munchie says, Diamondbacks. I'm hoping Diamondbacks, but we'll see. Nathan says, good morning. Fernando likes the under. Of course he does, because he leans under. Joe Kryptonite says Twins money line sounds legit. Nathan says I want to believe in Zach, but will his bats back him up? Damn, I would love to fade Dallas Keuchel. I think you can still fade Dallas Keuchel here. And then KK says game is too public. I'm staying off. That's totally fine. But we'll move on to this game, and I like this game, Nick.
Oh, let me get back to StreamYard here. I realized when I posted my Cappit that I forgot to put one play in, so I'm retyping it. St. Louis Cardinals and the Colorado Rockies in this one here. Cardinals are 185 favorites, total of 9.5 in this spot. Let's get into the line history here between Colorado and St. Louis. Thompson and Gomber. Thompson for the Cardinals. I don't remember that name. Line opened up at a 194. It's down to a 187, so a 7-cent line movement towards Colorado. Line opened up at a 9.5 minus 110. It's down to a 9.5 minus 106. So a movement towards Colorado, movement towards the under in this one here. Let's see if it correlates. 41% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the under. Wow.
I will say real quick, Zach Thompson is a bullpen pitcher.
Bullpen pitcher. Wonderful.
Yep,
45%. Yeah, 45% of the tickets are on the St. Louis Cardinals. Do not have a cash flow for the money line. 62% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the Rockies plus 1.5 though. So big bets coming in on the Rockies minus 1.5. Kind of makes me plus 1.5. There, which is kind of interesting. Busch Stadium minus 7% runs, which is one of the worst on the slate. Minus 3% home runs, minus 10% doubles, triples, minus 3% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, nothing for St. Louis because it's a bullpen game for them. Austin Gomber, 3 ERA, 1.10 whip, 5.1 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%, 0.6 walks per nine, a 2.98 BABIP, a 3.74 FIP, and a 4.69 SIERA. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Cardinals, 3.88 FIP, 3.97 SIERA, compared to 6.09 and 4.87. Hitting advantage goes towards the Cardinals here, 126 WRC plus, which is fourth, compared to 78, which is 27th. I think this is an easy stay-off spot for me on this one. I just don't trust the Rockies to put up runs in this game, even though it is just a bullpen game for the Rockies, or it's Gomber it's a bullpen game for the Cardinals. I still don't trust the Rockies to put up any runs in this game. So this is going to be a pass for me in this spot in this game.
I want to put something up. And I mentioned his name earlier, Nick. Austin Gomber is the fifth most profitable pitcher in baseball. He's plus 170 against a bullpen game of the Cardinals. Sign me up for some Colorado Rockies today. This has also been this is a 1-800 gambler series for sure. But this is a Cardinals team that sold a lot of stuff. The series has been split so far, but I do not trust the Cardinals whatsoever for anything. And I'm jumping on the Rockies at a big plus money dog. And I'll even call this one my dog of the day. I think that the Rockies come into Busch and take 2 out of 3 from the Cardinals. Now, granted, both these two teams are awful. Let's not get this twisted. I think that the Rockies take this one though, and I'm gonna load it up real quick. Austin Gomber, 5th most profitable pitcher in baseball. Rockies are 12-10 when he pitches, up 7.25 units. So, sign me up for some Austin Gomber action today, Nick.
There you go. Back to the chat. Hold on, I'm pulling up. Untouchable says, good morning, gentlemen. He also says, oh my, is it really Dallas Keuchel Day in Minnesota? It is. Nathan, I never thought we would see Keuchel again. Neither did I, but we did. But we are. Stop, Gio. Y'all like Judge over 1.5 bases and Yankees team total over 3.5 parlay. Sure, we got the over, so I'm hoping for it. Fernando says, Rockies money line. Yes. Stop Gio says, trap line of the day, Braves minus 120, hasn't budged an inch. They've dropped the line. So you think the Braves are the trap? Got it. Lean over, says Fernando in this game. Sure. Untouchable Mane
Kenta Maeda and Snell K-props were wonderful yesterday. Scored a few parlays, plus 629 and 494 on it with a boost. Very nice. Fernando, first 5 Rockies. Sure. Stop Geo. That Royals first 5 money line cash just today. Run it back. Have fun. I don't hate it. Natties and Rockies money line 2 leg parlay from Markel. Sure, I like it. Nathan, I would lean Rockies on a bounce back. Let's get it. Fernando, Rockies first 5 is plus 144. I like it. Untouchable got a push in the USA game. USA elimination. Sweden couldn't get it done in regular time. I got you. But you got the under 2, so there you go. And then you were also on, of course, back in the Man of Steel money line and reverse run line. So you like the Cubbies today as well. I kind of like the Cubbies as well, and we'll talk about them now.
Yeah, this line jumped out to me immediately. It was kind of interesting. The Braves are minus 115 with a total of 8.5 in this game. Granted, this is a pretty decent pitching advantage for the White Sox, for the Cubbies in this game. Let's get into it. Charlie Morton and Justin Steele. Line opened up at a 135. It got all the way down to a 115. It's back up to a 127. So it's still an 8-cent line movement towards the Cubbies. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 110. It's an 8.5 minus 107. So a little bit of line move towards the under in this one and a move towards the Cubbies in this spot here. Let's take a look at the line at the cash flow in this one. 48% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the Cubs. Oh, wait, nope, it just updated. 49% of the tickets, 55% of the cash is on the Cubs. A little bit of sharp money on the Cubs, nothing crazy. 66% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the under in this game, expecting Justin Steele and Charlie Morton to pitch well. Like, taking a look at the ballpark pal in this one, Wrigley Field is the worst conditions on the slate. Minus 10% runs, minus 7% home runs, minus 7% doubles, triples, minus 5% singles. Maybe the under's a look, not with all that money on it. Charlie Morton, 3.77 ERA, 1.37 whip, 7.22 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%, 4.4 walks per 9, a 273 BABIP, a 5.15 FIP, and a 5 SIERA. On the other side, Justin Steele, 2.96 ERA, 1.40 whip, 9.25 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 1.85 walks per 9, a 347 BABIP, a 409 FIP, and a 3.53 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Braves. 3.87 FIP, 3.20 SIERA compared to 3.94 and 3.77. Massive hitting advantage actually goes towards the Cubbies, but hear me out on this one. Number 1 in baseball against righties the last 30 days are the Cubs, 147 WRC plus, which is number 1. And the Braves against lefties the last 30 days, get this, Tim, are dead last, 51 WRC plus, which is 30th. But the caveat to that is they've seen far less left-handed pitching than anybody else in the last 30 days. Only 75 plate appearances against left-handed pitching. So they've faced a ton of righties and basically no lefties. So take that 51 WRC plus against lefties with a great salt. I am definitely interested in the Cubs in this game. And it'll be Cubs first 5 only for me, though, because I still believe in the bullpen and the overall lineup over 9 innings. I think has a bigger edge towards the Atlanta Braves. I'm only taking them first 5, the Cubbies here. First 5, minus 105 for Chicago in this game. I think the Cubbies come out, Justin Steele shoves, and then after that, I don't want to really mess with having to have the Cubs shut down the Braves for 9 full innings. I really don't want to mess with that. But I like the first 5 here at minus 105. If I have first 3s available, I would take the Cubs first 3 and first 5 today.
Yeah, I just like the Cubs in general. If I'm going to back the Cubs against a dominant team like the Braves, it's going to be with Man of Steel. And I will say, I know I've been one of the haters of him this year. Charlie Morton's actually been quite solid this year. He's been one of the more consistent pieces of this Braves rotation with a 3.62 ERA, which is exactly what the Braves need from him. And he could possibly be a really solid piece for a rotation in the playoffs. Well, he's going to be. But I this is a Cubs team that I think is making a big push. And you look at them now, they're only 2.5 games back of the division. They're on a really, really nice run. The Reds are falling apart. The Brewers are the Brewers. I still think my Cubs to win the division ticket is wide open, and I'm going to keep backing them here. This was a big series that they needed to take control of and play well and prove that they can. Yeah, sign me up. Go Cubs, go today. Money line -1. I got +107 for the money line.
There you go. You can get +117 on Bet Online.
Right on. Oh yeah, chat.
Yeah, you have access to it. I don't.
We're sorry that we still can't pull up the chat for whatever reason. StreamYard's being stupid. Anyways, Fernando says it's Braves or nothing. Oh, that's okay. Untouchable says making a quarter, adding Cubs first 5 and money line and reverse. So you're quadding up on them. Good luck today. Munchie's on the Cubs, and Fernando is also liking the over in this game too. We got 4 games left, Nick.
Yes. Let's head back here. Texas Rangers and the Miami Marlins. The Rangers are -125 home favorites. Total of 8.5 in this game. I'm tired of seeing these lines with Texas. They look fishy. They look like free money, and they end up being free money, which is very frustrating. Sandy Alcantara versus Andrew Heaney. It's your pitching matchup here in this one. Line opened up at a -140. It's down to a 117. Line opened up at an 8.5 -115. It's now an 8.5 -110. So a line movement towards the under and a line movement towards the fish in this one here. Let's take a look at the money in this one. 48% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the Marlins. The line has reflected that. 46% of the tickets and 59% of the cash is on the over. The lines move slightly towards the under in this one, suggesting that Alcantara pitches well in this one. Looking at the ballpark pal, same as always with Texas, -7%, all that fun jazz. Alcantara, major pitching advantage in this game. 2.02 ERA, 1.07 whip, 7.32 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 1.26 walks per 9, a 284 BABIP, a 352 FIP, and a 3.54 SIERA. On the flip side, Andrew Heaney's not been very good. 5.18 ERA, 1.36 whip, 9.25 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 2.96 walks per 9, a 308 BABIP, a 4.99 FIP, and a 4.18 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the it looks like, I'm trying to do math in my head. Looks like about toss-up in this one. 4.18 FIP, 3.82 SIERA for the Marlins, 4.57 FIP, but a 3.44 SIERA for the Rangers. Hitting advantage does go towards the Rangers, 130 WRC plus, which is 3rd, compared to 118, which is 9th. The Marlins do hit lefties pretty well, and I even though the bullpens are a toss-up, the lineup advantage goes with the Rangers long-term in this game. And I'm going to back the Marlins here, but I'm only going to back them early in this game. I want only Alcantara. I only want Alcantara. And I'm getting the first 5 money line at -110 for the Marlins. That's where I'm going for this game. Once again, very similar to last game. I believe last game. Yeah. If it was available to me, I would be on the Marlins first 5 and first 3 and first 5. I would not play them full game.
Yeah, if I was going after anything in this game, it's actually going to be the over. This is a Marlins team. A Rangers team that just scores in bunches. And Sandy Alcantara is the 4th biggest over pitcher in baseball, 14-7 to the over this year, 66.7%. Only pitchers that are higher in terms of that are Lance Lynn, Joe Ryan, and Dean Kramer, which are all over 70%. Spencer Strider sitting at 63s in 5th. So I like the over in this game. I think Texas hits. They've got one of the best offenses in baseball, if not the best still offense in baseball. And I'm not really going to be interested in a side for this game, but I do think this one will go over the total. And Andrew Heaney has not been good. I think Texas can hit against Alcantara.
Yeah, I could see Texas getting to Alcantara, but I trust Alcantara way more than Heaney.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%, but still. Fernando says lean Rangers, but people believe they don't take the sweep. He also likes the under in this game because I'm on the over. Miami first 5 from Untouchable. There you go. 3 games left, and we'll go over to this one. I think it's the Mariners going for the sweep.
Yeah, Mariners going for the sweep, and they're a dog in this game. Interesting. -125 for the Angels. Total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here between Bryce Miller and Chase Silseth. Why is Silseth a favorite in this game? Line opened up at a 115. It's moved up towards the Angels, -124. So the line's moved with them, and the line opened up at a 9. It's up to a 9.5. Line movement towards the over and a line movement towards the Angels, suggesting Miller is vulnerable to get hit today. Let's take a look at the line history here. The cash flow is 63% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the Angels. The lines move towards that direction. 62% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the under. The lines moved up. Tells me that the over is probably good luck in this game. Let's take a look at the ballpark, pal. For this one here, Angel Stadium's -2% runs, +7% home runs, but -14% doubles, triples, and +1 on the singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Silseth has actually been pretty good, but I don't think he goes. Does he go far in the games?
I believe he goes decently. I think he's a starter. No, he does not. Oh, he's gone 5 innings in his last 2 starts.
Okay,
so they kind of stretched him out a little bit.
They have stretched him out a little bit. He's been really good in those 2 starts, and he's faced the Yankees and the Braves.
Yeah.
So he's not. It's not like he's. So he's had decent competition here. So 1.69 ERA, 0.84 WHIP, 11.81 strikeouts per 9, which is 35%. 1.69 walks per 9, a 227 BABIP, a 364 FIP, and a 2.64 SIERA. On the other side, Bryce Miller, 5.8 ERA, 1.29 WHIP, 8.31 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 2.08 walks per 9, a 271 BABIP, a 645 FIP, and a 4.70 SIERA. The bullpen advantage does go towards the Marlins here. 2.75 FIP, 3.28 SIERA compared to 5.08 FIP and the 4.29 SIERA. Slight hitting advantage towards the Mariners here. 118 WRC plus, which is 7th compared to 115, which is 9th for the Angels. And I think earlier in the stream I said I have no interest in the Angels. The more and more I look at it, I'm kind of interested in just their team total over. Because I think they can get to Miller in this spot. They have been hitting. Their pitching still sucks. Almost like I was saying that during the deadline when they needed pitching and they went out and got C.J. Cron and Randall Grichuk. And I said those are great.
And Lucas Giolito.
And oh, yay, Lucas Giolito. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Angels team total over 4.5 at -120 and the full game over 9.5 at -110. I know Silseth has been pitching really well as of late, but I think this is a Mariners team that can get to him a little bit, and I do think this Angels team can hit a little bit too, especially against a struggling Miller. Their numbers are still fine, 115 WRC plus, which is above average against righties. So I do think that this is still an Angels team that can give me some runs in this game. So Angels team total over 4.5, full game over 9.5 for me.
I want to take a shot with something. So this is a weird line to me. You get a Seattle team that's been playing as good as they have been, and they're going for the sweep, and they're a dog in this one with Silseth on the mound. Do you know where I'm going with this, Nick?
Angels run line.
Angels run line plus 157. I can't. I'm not laying a -120 with them. I know it's only -120, but I can't lay a minus price tag with the Angels. Not going to happen. I want to take a full shot with them. This is a weird line. Give me the Angels. Give me them on the run line at big plus money in this one.
I don't mind it. I mean, I grabbed the team total over. I really don't trust the bullpen of LA, which is going to ultimately keep me off of that. But I understand the look, and I hope they drop 7 runs on them tonight. Then
I'm going to lock that in on the site. Hey, you spell his freaking name, Silseth. Silseth. Sorry, I forgot I have to read the chat.
Yeah, I apologize.
My bad. Okay. KK is on the under first. He's on the over first 5 in the Miami game. Sure. Good night. Monchi likes the Angels. Yes. Fernando's against us again. Cool. Eric Carlson, real deal. Eric Carlson's just been traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins on a 3-way deal with San Jose and Montreal Canadiens. Great return.
Yeah, Eric Carlson's just overpriced and overrated, in my opinion. I'm shocked he won the Norris last year. The only reason why he won the Norris was because he scored a lot of points. Defensively, he's well below average for a defenseman. And the Penguins can enjoy another old and expensive contract.
There you go. Untouchable. I like the under in Ottawa, Saskatchewan, but does Saskatchewan finally get that win at home?
No.
And untouchable also. I hate LA full game. Their bullpen tends to blow stuff late.
Exactly. That's why I took first. That's why I would go first 5, but I went team total over.
That's fair. That's all the comments. We'll go on to the 2 games left, Nick.
Yeah, we rode the wave yesterday a little bit. Or I did first 5, but I also grabbed their team total over, so I split out but made a slight profit there. But let's get into it. San Francisco Giants are minus 190, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. This line did not move too much, but there was a pitching change. It is now Cobb, but the line opened up at a minus 200. It's down to a 192. And the line opened up at a 8, minus 110. It's moved up a lot. It's up to an 8, minus 111. It's moved up a penny towards the over, and it's moved towards the Oakland A's. See if the cash flow represents that here. As we have 48% of the tickets and 95% of the cash is on the Oakland A's. Lines move that direction. 62% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the over. The lines moved a penny towards the over in this one here. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal for this one here. See what type of hitting conditions we have. Oakland Coliseum plus 1%. Minus 4% double home runs, plus 4% double triples, plus 2% singles in this one. We have Medina and Cobb. Medina's not been bad as of late. That's one thing I've noticed here. And Cobb, 3.63 ERA, 1.25 whip, 7.25 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 3.22 walks per 9, a 250 BABIP, but a 5.78 FIP and a 4.72 SIERA. On the flip side, Medina, 2.86 ERA, 1.05 whip, 11.05 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%. He's gotten his walks down, 2.05 walks per 9, 304 BABIP, but a 222 FIP and a 308 SIERA. He's a backable pitcher to me. He's a very backable pitcher. Obviously, bullpen edge does go towards the Giants here. 325 FIP, 384 SIERA compared to 5.49 and 5.18. Hitting advantage goes towards the Oakland A's. 103 WRC plus, which is 14th compared to 82, which is 25th. I do think that the Giants are bet against a little bit here. And I do like the Oakland A's at a big plus price tag here. Only in the first 5 innings, of course. I do not trust this Oakland A's team to win a full baseball game still. But I like the Oakland A's here early in this game. Once again, very similar to the Cubs and the Marlins. If it was available to me, I'd be taking first 3, first 5 with this one. But I can get plus 150 here with the Oakland A's first 5. I'm grabbing Oakland A's first 5 plus 150 for this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from this game. And it's kind of crazy how we get to see a bunch of the more profitable pitchers in baseball on the board today, because 3 out of the top 5 are pitching. Kramer and Bello are not. Walker we saw earlier. Comber we saw earlier. Alex Cobb's up there too. And the Giants are 15-5 when he starts. That's not something I want to fade, a 75% trend. And he is the 4th most profitable pitcher in baseball behind Kramer, Walker, and Bello. I think we see a solid start from him. I know this is against the A's, so you would have to go a run line with it. I'm not backing the A's right now. I know, good job. They won yesterday. That's fantastic. This is still a Giants team that's played really well as of late. And I would lean towards the run line in this one for the Giants rather than trying to go after the Athletics. So good luck to you, Nick. I'm looking towards the Giants and backing the best 4th most profitable pitcher in baseball. And I know it's not that stat's not the be all stat, but it just shows me how good these teams are playing when certain pitchers pitch. that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, I know. I understand your reasoning behind it.
Back to the chat. Untouchable saying Carlson only won the Norris because most of the other contenders didn't even have a full season outside of points advantage. I feel like Darlene should have been at least in the conversation. Fernando's going to ride the wave with you. Ace money line. Untouchable is going WNBA Mystics in the under. I like the under. Of course, Aces spread. Nope. I think the and he likes the over. I could see the over in the Aces game. I like the Liberty. I think they win outright. And Aces, he's going to ladder the Aces spread. No. And then he's also liking the Royals. Their Royals are not going for the sweeps today because if they were, I was going to bet them. They lost 9-6 yesterday. So that's that. Final game on the card, Nick.
Yes, and I did a free pick video on this game last night as we get a beautiful matchup for Sunday Night Baseball. You ready, Tim? Dodgers and Padres, minus 125 for the Dodgers, total of 9.5 in this game. The absolutely beautiful matchup of Lance Lynn and Rich Hill.
Woo!
Yeah, it's the year 2023, and we have Sunday Night Baseball with the Dodgers and the Padres, and it's Rich Hill, Lance Lynn. Line opened up at a minus 120, minus 123 for the Dodgers. Line opened up at a 9, it's up to a 9.5. I did play the over 9.5 last night. Shocker. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here. And, I don't know how much I like that anymore. 65% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the over. 62% of the tickets and 74% of the cash is on the Dodgers. The lines move towards the Dodgers here in this one. Let's take a look at the click that. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal for this one, where we get Petco Park minus 8%, the second worst on the slate, plus 3% home runs, but minus 9% doubles, triples, minus 7% singles. Pitching matchup is bad.
Yeah.
Lance Lynn, 5.87 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, 10.27 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%, but a 2.93 walks per 9, 2.47 BABIP, but a 6.07 FIP and a 3.96 ERA. On the flip side, Rich Hill has been terrible. 5.76 ERA, 1.84 WHIP, 5.76 strikeouts per 9, which is 13%, 4.32 walks per 9, a 3.48 BABIP, a 5.11 FIP, and a 5.70 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Padres right now. 3.39 FIP, 4.04 SIERA compared to 4.99 and 4.7. Hitting advantage does go towards the Dodgers in this one. 138 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 108, which is 12th. I don't like 97% of the cash on a play that I have that I bet last night, but I'm on the over 9.5. I got it at minus 110. That's all I'm going to play for this game. So that is all for me. Is the over 9.5 here. I lean Dodgers. No play there.
I don't really lean aside. But you get Dick Mountain and Lance Lynn. And Lance Lynn is the biggest over pitcher in baseball. You get him at 16-6 to the over. That is 72.7%. He has been a heavy over pitcher. It was an over in his first start, although we had Oakland in his first start, not him. I just see this one as a high-scoring game. And Dick Mountain's not going to pitch well at all today either. Sunday Night Baseball normally does not trend towards the overs, but this one's going to be an ugly game. It's going to be another one of those 8-7 games. It's going to be a fun one to watch, but this one's going to go way over the total. I agree. And it's Padres. Yeah, I forgot. Fernando, Padres. It's a lean, though. Sounds good. Rise above. Morning, fellas. Give me the over in this Dodgers game. Yup. Untouchable. LOL. Both these pitchers got out of their respective Central Division teams. That is true. That is all the games for today, Nick. Do you know what that means?
Yeah. It's time for me to click a button. That's this one.
Housekeeping.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. Twitch, the big three: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Sorry, not big three, but just Oh, is it even going to send it out to the YouTube? Nope, it only sent it out. Oh, it does send it out to the YouTube. Cool. There is the link to TikTok. I'm putting in the link to Instagram, which I've already posted a bunch of stuff for, which, by the way, last night posted up a pick for the IEM Cologne Finals. G2 Moneyline minus 120, best of 5. They're currently up 2-0 now after another dominant performance, this time on Mirage. They head to Anubis next. I already grabbed their map 3 Moneyline as well for minus 115 if anybody's interested in that. Figure out throw that one out there for anybody wanting to bet Counter-Strike. Might actually, is there any player props in this one? Oh, there's kill props. Let's go.
No one cares.
All right. Anyways, whatever. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. Recap for today. Over in the Yankees game. Baltimore run line.
Quit that crap. Talk normal.
I like the Natties today. Over in Dallas Keuchel Day. Colorado Rockies. Chicago Cubs. Angels. And the over in San Diego. Go ahead, Nick.
Wow, you are extremely enthusiastic.
Well, I was excited about giving out possible plays and some Counter-Strike, and you just go and completely shut it down. So I appreciate that.
Not a problem. Chicago White Sox team total over 4.5, full game over 9. Houston and New York over 9. The Jays breaking out the brooms, first 5 full game money lines. Royals first 5 money line, full game team total over 3.5. The Cincinnati Reds and Washington Nationals first 5 under 6. The Cubbies, first 5 money line, minus 105. First 5 money line with the Marlins, minus 110. Oakland, first 5, plus 150. Angels, team total over 4.5. Full game over 9.5. LA, San Diego, over 9.5.
Sounds good. Yes, Rise, housekeeping. Untouchables, should we expect a lot of overs in NFL preseason week 1 soft lines? Nick?
I have to look, honestly. I still have to look. I haven't looked at this week's slate yet. I will be starting to look at those probably tonight.
Sounds good. Munchie, happy Sunday to everybody and good luck. Good luck to you as well. Untouchable, aces on the road are always susceptible, but the Liberty don't always show up at home. I still think I'm grabbing the home dog. Baltimore trifecta yet again. Yes. And then Fernando likes Dallas. Oh, he's looking at Dallas versus Inter Miami. Messi is playing on rookie mode, so Inter Miami just looks fantastic right now. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Once again, real quick, kill prop out there. Don't care what Nick says. Nico over 21.5 kills, map 3. And then Untouchable says drop it. Drop it what? Anyways, that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. See you guys later.